Hello, everybody. My name is Dersh. Not my real name, but you can call me Dersh. I made a build in Path of Exile. I've actually made several builds in Path of Exile, all of which have been terrible, except for this one. So I'm going to share it with you. It uses Chin Soul. Chin Soul is my favorite item ever. I love it. Just the concept of it. I love it. So it uses Chin Soul. It's a Chin Soul Trapper using Blast Rain and Elemental damage. Bit of physical damage. I'm going to be doing Atziri in this video. I've done Atziri before with a 6-link and the 5-link combined, and just with a 5-link, and it's gone well. I've never done it with a 4-link, but it should be the same because it's an effective 5-link using Deerstalker. And what that'll do is make this build really cheap for taking down Atziri and up to, like, honestly, really high-level maps. The damage at clear speed is fantastic, the single target damage is fantastic, and you don't even need a second skill. You can just use Blast Rain for all of it. And I'll show you what I mean. So first I'm going to explain just the skill setup and the skill tree. You'll notice my life pool is, is abysmal. It wasn't always. I'm playing softcore because I'm a little bitch. So I kind of specced out of some health for some damage just to see exactly how much I could get to. But what you can do, there's some health down here I haven't picked up, so this adds up to another 15%. And what I would do is go up here, getting some damage, and then grab all this nice health over here if you spec out of some damage. And then you should be good. That should bring you, I don't know, I can't do math. It should bring you high enough. We're an evasion build, so the base evasion is not that great. You'll get some more if you go into the health side, but we have 24% base chance to evade attacks, and we're in acrobatics and phase acrobatics, and we run Vaal Grace, bringing us to 72 and 62. And also, normally, if I'm not using Deerstalker, I would be using Atziri Step, bringing spell dodge up even more. Another thing I like to use, because we're running Herald of Ice, is Chill of Corruption, which I would highly recommend because you will just have Vaal Grace up almost all of the time, making you almost invincible. That's not true. If you get hit, you're going to take a lot of damage, but you probably won't get hit. We also run a Stibnite Flask. I don't know if that's how you pronounce that. I don't know. We run a Diamond Flask for some extra crit chance when we need it. And I'm running Atziri's Promise just because I want more damage, but if you want to be tankier, you could run another Stibnite. You could run, if you're using Deerstalker, you run really slow normally unless you throw a trap, so you could run a Quicksilver. And we're just running 2 health flasks. Clarity takes care of our mana problems. You want to be able to throw out all 3 sets of traps relatively quickly, so that's what that does. It lets you do that, and then it gets back up really quickly. I can't do no mana regen maps, clearly, because I rely on that, and I don't want to have a mana potion. For single target, I do have Vaal Burning Arrow. That being said, you don't need it, really. And I'll show you, because we're going to do Atziri. Again, I think we don't need it. I haven't done Atziri before without it. I think we'll be okay. Aura-wise, we run Wrath, we run Herald of Ice, we run Clarity. I'm using Ice Golem just for the extra crit chance. Our Blast Rain with the buff to increase crit strikes gets to almost 65% base. We have 5 power charges, which we have a chance to get as we're clearing from this node. And also we have this node down here to get us some frenzy charges, increasing your damage more. You'll see the tooltip doesn't look that great. I assure you it's a lot better than that. And I'll show you. Okay, I'm gonna stop talking. I'm just gonna jump right into it. So we're gonna do this 4-link. I haven't played in about 2 weeks, and what tends to happen when I don't play is I forget I have flasks and die. So hopefully that doesn't happen, but it might. I've done this deathless, so it's possible.
So there you
No, that's not what I meant. See, I just clicked. I didn't even click the portal. This is how terribly this is gonna go. Oh, all right. Okay. Let's see. Right, so I like to just cast as they're falling, cast the curse, because why not, right? What else are you gonna do? You need 1 to clear the pack, so it's not a big deal to throw down the curse. As you can see, the clear is pretty damn good. You know, it's It's alright. I will, disclaimer, I'm not gonna lie to you. I did try it, Uber Atziri. It's the first time I've ever done Uber Atziri. And I got my ass handed to me. I almost killed the trio, but all the bullets were gone. Just threw away 2 exalts on that. I think maybe if I had run Elemental Weakness, it would have been a bit better, because I don't think I need the extra crit, really, at this point. I have 65% base, right? Also, everything in Uber, since I have such a low health pool, just getting tapped would just massacre. But again, you don't have to have a low health. I just do because I'm an idiot. And I don't care about losing experience, even though it wastes all of my time trying to get us back. Mapping is relatively quick. You'll see it's easier to take care of stragglers. So yeah, we're not going to be using Vaal Burning Arrow here at all. This is literally purely from a 4-link that we're doing this damage. Effectively, it's a 5-link, so it's not really. But it's dirt cheap, right? And that's really what we're going for, is something that's budget, extremely budget. None of these items are really expensive. Carcass Jack, maybe, but you don't really need links on it, and you don't really need it, to be honest. You could run something else. It's just the AoE and the area damage kind of helps out a bit. Okay, so first boss. Now, I usually run concentrate. You know what? I'm not even going to run concentrated effect. Let's see if we can do this properly without even switching to conc effect. I've never done that either, so I don't know. We'll see. So again, single target and AoE is both phenomenal with the exact same attack. You do not need anything else, really. No. See, I haven't even popped flasks yet. Remember how I said I forget about flasks? I have 3 here that I could be popping almost constantly. So, fuck, he's already at half health, right? Like, the damage is ridiculous. And he's dead. And sorry. So, having a low health pool, again, you know what I could have done there? That. But I forget things exist when I haven't played for a long time. That almost killed me, though. That's another reason I don't play hardcore, is because I forget a lot of shit. And I will have died so many times in hardcore, I can't. I would have stopped this game, I'm pretty sure. Maybe if I take some more time to stop being so bad and clear it out. So, I haven't even popped Vaal Grace yet, but right now it's hard to keep up, kind of, but if you had Chill of Corruption, just everything is breaking in half, right? So, you're pretty much good, unless they have, like, a ridiculous amount of health. Yeah, I don't know what else to say, actually, so I'm just gonna shut up and let you watch. I will say to watch the bleed, but also I will say Vaal Burning Arrow is. I mean, I'm sure you've seen Vaal Burning Arrow traps. They're absurd. They do just a ridiculous amount of damage. So, also with extra links, it scales up really well. Really, you only have room for 1 more link because the 5 link you get on Chin Soul to use Atziri's step becomes the same as the effective 5 link Gear Star. But when you go to the 6th link, if you go to the 6th link, you throw in point blank, and the damage explodes. Not that it really needs to. It's already pretty good. Okay, so I'm really bad at fighting the trio. Fuck off. I'm really bad at fighting the trio. But we're gonna do it anyway. And I hope we'll be okay. This bitch specifically massacres me almost every time. Is she dead? Okay. And Vaal Grace. Like, it's good. It's good to kill them this quickly. It feels good. This guy kind of sucks, because... oh my god. I'm gonna stop talking before I die. So I want to do this deathless. I would like to do it deathless. Is he dead? No. Okay, so even though I suck, I still did that without dying. It goes a long way. You know, it shows you what this build is capable of. I'm pretty sure running Elemental Weakness would be better. Oh. So this guy has actually given me some really good shit this league. And I'm thankful. I'm very thankful for this league, because it's let me try out a lot of builds that otherwise I wouldn't have done, because I didn't have the income to do.
Might I unburden you of some cumbersome...
Is that the good one?
Allow me to...
Not right now. Maybe I'll try. I'm not really a theory crafter, so I'm sure there's a better way to do this build. No doubt. If you find it, please let me know, because I would love to optimize it as much as possible. I've already spent a shit ton of regrets on this build. So, my other Chin Soul character uses Empire's Grasp and has a permanent Fortify, and I pull them into me to try to, because Chin Soul's thing pulls them in. So I'm used to just walking into people with a bow build, and this is the opposite of that. But as you can see, I still kind of stand in the middle of everything. It's no good. It's not good. I don't recommend doing that, because you die a lot if you do that with anything that's an evasion build, right? Okay, so we're at Atziri. Now, we have not used Conk Effect at all. At all. On a 4-link with really the only added damage. I mean, critical strikes is increasing our crit weapon elemental. So, it's pretty good. It's doing pretty well. And what's up, Portal? So, if I get hit by any of her things, I'm gonna die. Because of my shitty life pool. Again, that's not necessarily a problem if you build a bit differently. Still don't get hit. I mean, it's kind of... You can easily dodge all of her shit if you're good. Unfortunately for me, it's not the case. Right, so we're already in, like... This part also sucks with combat effect. It's doable, but she's gonna heal. So this is probably also running out of traps sucks, because you want to do all your damage right away, and sometimes it fucks up. They're either like right there. I don't know which one is my bleed flask. Okay, so we've already gotten her to the second skill phase. We just kind of... I keep casting the crit curse on her, and then I get the crit curse. Ugh, as you can see, I mean, really, I'm not especially talented at this game, so it's a pretty easy build to play. And it's cheap. It does pretty well. Okay. Like, it's easy shit. And that's it. Deathless with a 4-link. I really thought I was gonna die. I was certain of it, but we didn't. Good shit. So I'm gonna think real quick if I have anything else to tell you about this. I don't think so. Oh, the ascendancy of course I'm Saboteur. I mean, what else are you gonna be? I'm running Blinding Assault. I stand in them. If I get hit, the Smoke Cloud is very helpful. Obviously, you go for Chain Reaction for the other thing, right? Because I wish there was synergy between Chain Reaction and getting the power charges. That would make this phenomenal, but there is not, unfortunately. Is there anything else? You could throw Chill of Corruption in here. I mean, again, you could build this a bit differently. But if you throw in Chill of Corruption, you have Valgrace up almost perpetually, because we were freezing things in there with a 4-link, right? I mean, as you get more powerful, you should be fine. You should be fine. Especially if you have a legacy Chill of Corruption. Then you're golden. Otherwise, I think I would maybe get this elemental damage. So we already penetrate 10%, I think, but it doesn't seem to be enough. For Uber Atziri, I got, again, my ass just... Oh, I got my ass handed to me. And I think it was... I couldn't do any damage. And I imagine it's because they had elemental resist. Maybe it wasn't. Maybe this just can't do Uber. I don't know, because I've never done Uber, ever. This is the first person that's even kind of come close. So, DPS-wise, right? Once you go up to Atziri's step, I'll just show you with the 6-link. Sorry, I didn't need to do that. That goes there. That goes there. Increased AOE duration. Nope. What? I don't know why increased AOE is there. I don't know what I'm doing. Oh, I also have the blast rain damage on my helmet. I should have said that at the beginning. I didn't. But again, we were doing so much damage. This getting rid of 25% increase, you're still gonna be able to do it. It's not gonna be a problem. Other than that, on the gear, obviously I have elemental damage there, life resists elemental damage. I think this has just base added damage to attacks, and this one I added that on too. I mean, it's nothing special, right? It's just resists life, elemental damage. That's all. I don't even have an enchant on this. So, right, if you're rocking Atziri's step, A, you move much faster. B, you have more spell dodge, spell dodge. What the fuck is it called? Dodge spells. Yeah, spell dodge. And you start off with 3,300. Let me just make sure everything is. Yeah, so 3,327, but with Golem up, you're looking at 3,600 almost. Now, I think I know how to calculate the damage of this. It's probably not quite as cut and dry, but what I'm thinking, and I'm probably wrong, is there's 4 explosions. Each one of these, I think each one does an average of 3,600. And there's 4 traps, and they all go off at once. Right on top of it. Or within a distance that point blank still counts as getting its full effect. So then you have, 3,600 times 4, times 4, times 2 for Chin Soul's point blank, times 1.5 for regular point blank. And I don't think this, oh, it does something. Oh, it's a projectile damage. So, plus, times another 1.5. And you have several hundreds of thousands of damage. DPS, right? I think. Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't know. Anyways, I'm sure you're tired of hearing me talk, so I'll leave. I hope you liked the build, and if you have any questions, I'm going to set up a build guide soon. This weekend, probably. And you can ask me there, or you can message me on YouTube or Reddit. And I probably won't answer, because no one messages me on those, so I won't know that you did it. Anyways, have a good one. Thank you for watching.